Oh, there you go. Yo, yo, yo. TR's in the house. It's a special guest. I know y'all seen him so many times, a familiar face, but y'all can see the title. Can Love, Hafley, Rich, and yeah, yeah. Just them three. Can they get it done? Can they get us over the hump? And I forgot to say the medical staff. Can they get it done? Can they get us over the hump to reach the
Can
goal?
we, can we get it done? I think that at the beginning of every year, there are very high expectations, and we believe they can get it done. They have all the pieces in place to get it done. Now, when you're talking about the medical staff, that's a harder question to answer simply because you can't control injuries. You can only do the best you can
Can
to minimize it
Yeah, there you
and
go.
prepare.
Can we minimize the injuries? Can we keep our
So,
key players healthy? It seems that our key players goes down, and our players that's not good healthy all season. That's pretty odd to me.
yeah, that's really hard to answer. One of the questions I would ask you is look at the type of injuries we have. And those type of injuries we have, is there a solution for avoiding those type of injuries?
I think our most injuries are hamstrings, but now new injury is a tore pec. Some new injury.
Yeah. So
What's
what's up with
next?
the
Somebody head gonna be knocked off.
yeah, so what's up with these torn pecs? Is this a part of the new strength and conditioning program? They have these guys doing something with their chest, and two of our main guys have pec injuries.
Didn't they get
And
didn't they get hurt before they stepped in the facility?
that I don't know, but I would
I
assume
thought
that
I
with
got, he said he got
any
hurt. No.
I think with any team that the strength and conditioning staff will have these players working on their own in the off season doing specific things. So I'm wondering if they had them doing something that they weren't used to and or weren't doing it correctly unsupervised and hurt their pec. That's weird, don't you think?
Yeah, it seems that already starting out with injuries. But it's the things that are two key guys is hurt. You know, and like they ain't starting, and you know what I'm saying. But like, what I was gonna say, I think Matt. I just hope Matt have a new playbook. Meaning to install new plays because think about it. You really think about it. Teams is going to expect this and that. Do you have a counter? Do you have like Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay? You know how they don't do the plays that you see. They come out in a different formation and run the same thing, or they come out in a different formation that you never saw before.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like Kyle Shanahan,
yeah.
he do
Well,
things
the one
that you never seen before. That
Yeah, I think one of the benefits of this type of offense is that they often have formations and they're able to run three or four different plays off that same formation, and that can kind of always keep them guessing. So, are you saying you want to see even more different formations?
yeah, I want because Matt LaFleur he show his hand too much, and they're gonna read a lot of that stuff. And with Jordan Love, he can't be lounging back and throwing the ball because now they're gonna pick that off. They're gonna know it's coming. They're gonna know that he can go off script. They're gonna know that he can balance, throw off balance. So I just think that Matt LaFleur needs to get Love more to move his legs outside the pocket. Let him and Jordan Love needs to stop doing less no looks, more.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't think that he will be on Aaron Rodgers' talent level because man, Aaron Rodgers just flick that ball and it's so beautiful coming out of his hands. And I just think that Jordan Love being a taller and a wingspan like Kevin Durant, I don't think he can.
Hmm.
Aaron Rodgers wingspan was kind of short. You know, Jordan Love can reach.
Yeah, different
So
throwing motions for sure. Aaron Rodgers had such a quick release; he could just flick it with his wrist, and Jordan Love has to wind up a little more. He's gotten better, but I hear what you're saying.
I just think that um, to order to get that, you have to ask the man questions like, you know, how you get this? What's your practice? Do you play baseball? I mean, Jordan Love used to play baseball, but it's just when the ball comes out of Jordan Love's hands, it's slow and it floats. It's not straight arrow. It's not like an arrow coming out of the sling. It's like
Sure.
you go like this, and then it's just that the defenders can't defend it. But Ed Reed, Troy Pop, they pick that off all day. Snag. They snatch that out the air. But I just
So
think,
you
go ahead.
so you're saying you think that um, it's important for Love and Clemens to be working on his mechanics to make sure his passes are tighter, and that they're more consistent, like Aaron Rodgers balls.
Yeah, because, yeah, Tom Clements, I mean, Aaron Rodgers had a quick release
Yeah,
college.
quickest ever, quickest ever.
Remember, he used to throw it like this with over his shoulders. Like
Yep,
Brett had a fastball. Rodgers
yeah,
had a
he did.
fastball. So Jordan Love, I think because his wingspan stopped him from actually throwing the ball. Cause I don't know, he probably thinking about if I throw the ball hard, will they catch it? So I think he's trying to have a perfect timing on the ball. So
Yeah, those are things that I think is going to grow the more and more he plays in regular season games and playoff games. I think that Jordan Love has an amazing arm. He has a big, big arm. I just think it's taken him a while to kind of tame it and get those intermediate and touch passes just right. So he's always improving, and I agree with you. I look forward to seeing him get better every single year because if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, right?
I just think that if Jordan Love gets quicker release, get the ball out faster, I believe that he can really scare the defense. Like he scared the defense, but the defense wasn't really scared because they know that. the ball ain't going out, getting out faster. They know it takes some time. So what I'm saying is that he needs to Matt LaFleur, Tom Cleveland needs to work on his velocity. Work,
Okay.
work. I mean, have a day that you work out, work on all script plays. Okay, have a day that you work on velocity. Have a work play, work on D ball. You know, you're all off season to do those things. Whatever Aaron Rodgers have done to get to the best talent, Jordan Love needs to follow the steps. But everybody had their own workouts, but don't you want to be like the most talented quarterback? Don't you want to be better than Patrick Mahomes?
Hmm.
Like, you know, you see how fast Josh Allen balls is. Like that type of fastball, what I'm trying to get, what I'm trying to say. Tua
Okay.
Tagovailoa fastballs, Kyle Murray fastballs. Those guys can throw it hard. But even Anthony Richardson, you know, but he needs to learn just throw a little harder, you know.
You think so? You think he needs to be able to throw it harder?
He needs to
In
be able
my
because it's gonna come down to a game is that can you get the ball off fast?
Sure.
When you play against a Nick Bosa, when you play against a Fred Warner, Greenlaw, Hargrave, when, Drake Jackson, when you play against guys like that, you gotta find ways to manipulate the pocket and stand firm. Not reach all the way back and throw it. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Or throw across your body. You might have to take a
Yeah.
lick. You might have to take a lick. Protect the ball.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on getting a quicker release. Not only will it allow him to get rid of the ball when he's being pressured heavily, but it also allows him to make those quick passes when he sees a weakness in the defensive formations.
Well,
Like Aaron Rodgers did, all those bubble screens, he would just get out so quick. The defense didn't even have time to adjust.
just think
Now,
about it. If Love throws the ball, right, you already have the wind blowing 25, 30 miles per hour. So if you're not throwing it hard enough, that ball is going to go right to the defender hands. It's going to whiff right to them.
well, I think I disagree just slightly from the respect that I do think Love does have a strong arm and he can throw it with zip when he needs to. I just think he has a hard time controlling that at this point in his career, and he's only going to get better as time goes on. Because we saw flashes last year, especially the last part of last year, of some of those dimes, those just frozen ropes he was throwing. But I agree with you on the release, having a quicker release and being more consistent with, especially his medium or mid range passes.
Right, because, you know, Jordan Love, he holds on to the ball second late when the defender open. When the defender went like, okay, sometimes he throw on time, sometimes he throw late. He needs to learn to throw on time all the time. When you see him break the route and getting open, throw it right there.
Yeah.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn. See, this was the difference between Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was so talented, so unique. His IQ was like Peyton Manning IQ. You know, read the defenses, know the coverage, ins and out of the coverage of the defense, and he diced you up. Send Adams on the go route, MVS on the go route, Lazar in the slot, Aaron Jones outside. So like Robert Tonyan threw something, a seam or something. So he was smart and he guided the ball where he wanted the player to go. That's what he needs to learn. I know he's young in his career, but bruh, you're finna get the bag. I don't want to hear no more 18 starts still learning. No, you ain't. They finna pay you like you Rogers. So you gonna have to jump on the board. You want to be a great. That's who you trying to chase and talent. And you trying to chase Brady, Patrick Mahomes for rings. So you want to be Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre conversation at the end of the day in talent.
Yeah.
You want to be up there.
But don't you think last year, throughout the year, Jordan Love kept getting better and better about throwing on time and hitting his receivers in stride?
He
Um,
this the last year, like he was seconds off sometimes. He on point sometimes, off sometimes. There's things that when Jordan Love have a cold game, he have a cold game. When you see that,
yeah, I do agree with you, especially on the front half of the season. But isn't part of that just becoming familiar with all your weapons?
I think that Aaron Rodgers had a better offensive line, don't you think?
Yes.
And Aaron Rodgers had Corey Lindsey, David Bakhtiari, Sutton, T.J. Lane. He
He had
had those
many.
type. He
Yeah.
had them. That put love with those guys. Oh man. Oh man. Uh. 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 See, what I'm saying is that okay, you got Elton. You got Elton, Zach Tom. Okay, but is Josh Myers gonna have a hell of a season, or he gonna crash the bed like last year? I mean, he did good in the final 5 games, but when you go up against Hargrave and guys that's talented, get your ass kicked. When you go up against non-talented guys, you win.
I mean, I think people need to watch your most recent video that you did on Josh Myers.
Yeah,
That's what people need to do because you spell out exactly what he needs to do this season.
Josh Myers is the brain of an offense. Josh Myers, it's cool that Josh Myers have correlation with Jordan Love, but Josh Myers this season can't be calling the wrong plays, can't be calling the wrong, can't be misusing the signal. You know, once once you get in your bucket, the most important thing on defense, what the defense want to do is get pressure up the middle. You can get pressure up the ends. You can manipulate the pocket and step inside and throw. But if you're getting pressure from the middle, the end's going to collapse. So that
That's
means
right.
that for Jordan Love has to roll out, or that for Jordan Love has to drop back 8 steps just to get the ball off. Now, if you block your assignment and be a model. See, we need guys like the Eagles, guys like the old Packers. How the old Packers they can pass block and run block. They can do both. The order to get paid, right, is to run block and pass block. They're not finna pay you to pass block, obviously. Now, if you got a run blocking and like Sean Ryan, he can run block, he can move, but but all he had to do is work on his pass blocking. And he'll be a solid guard. Same with Josh
Yeah.
Myers. Josh Myers he can pass block his butt off. But when it comes to that run game, he gets beat up.
So do you think the offensive line is where we have our biggest questions?
I think the offensive line is the biggest question. You got a backfield, you got receivers. What's the offensive line looking like? If Jordan Love keep getting pressure and got to throw off platform all game, you know Zach Tom had 30 pressures last season, the most out of the tackles.
Mm, are you sure on that stat? I thought
Like 5
he
and
was
30.
one of the best. I think he was one of the best.
They say he had 30 pressures last season. PFF. Let me
Okay.
let me
Okay.
double check. But it's just that he don't allow a sack, but he can pressure. But see, that Tom had an anchor, so he put his foot down, and you know what I'm saying. You can't push it back no
Yeah.
more. That's what I need Josh Myers to be, or throw in Jacob Monk, or you can throw in, or you can throw in Elton Jenkins at center, and throwing somebody at left guard. But the key is
Yeah.
that the key is that Jordan Morgan was bad. Like back before said, like he got the physical tools, but he's not mentally there yet. Mentally, long way to go. And we can't
Yeah.
first round. If Zach Tom came on the scene like that with the fourth round, Jordan Morgan, you should come in like that with the first round. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand you go up against Rashad Gary. We already know who Rashawn Gary is. But so you got those type of guys you have to block.
Yeah. Well, I certainly think in the first round, what you're drafting for is you're drafting for a high ceiling. And you know, these picks are always with the eye on the future, and you want the best, like athletic and smart attributes. But I do think some guys just take time. You know, once in a while, you're going to strike gold with a Zach Tom, who might not have had those unbelievable physical attributes coming out of college, but he's obviously a very smart player and solid and athletic enough. So I'm going to give Morgan some time. I think this year might not be the year where he comes in and starts right away, but
Sorry to
for
cut you
him,
off, but my mom said hi.
don't worry, don't worry. I was just talking
She
about
said hi. My
what's
mom
that?
said hi.
Oh, hi. Tell her
She,
Uncle Grandpa says hi.
she said, "How you doing?"
Good. We're real good. Just talking some Packer football.
Come out of there. Yeah. So like, I just hope that we just have a healthy season. I just hope we get you know, a healthy Jair Alexander, a healthy Gary, one year recover, 1 year full recovery off of ACL. Now he can go full blown. I just hope Xavier McKinney live up to the payment and high expectations that we set for him. I hope Quay Walker make a jump. I just hope Carrington Valentine Stokes make a jump. I just hope Watson hamstring. I hope that's fixed. Hope Stokes fixed. I'm just tired of losing my superstars to injuries. Like I want to be able to be like the 49ers. I want to be at the 40. I want to be at the 49ers. When it's Super Bowl time, they fully healthy. When playoff time, they full go. You know, I want to utilize. Man, I really wish that we kept Aaron Jones. Man, a few $1 million, but who says if we kept Aaron Jones, we wouldn't be able to get Xavier McKinney? You know,
Yeah, but wasn't that his choice? He turned down the offer we gave him, you know.
he said,
Um,
well, basically, you know who his agent is? He didn't turn it down. His
yeah,
agent. You know who his
that
agent?
yeah, isn't it Rosenhaus?
Exactly. Terrible. I
Yep,
mean, good agent because he get the most money, but terrible for the player because maybe if Aaron Jones was by himself, he would have signed the deal. But
yeah.
Brownhouse, he's known for getting players that money because he won. he would want to stick his hands in the cookie jar.
Of course. Of course. So do you'd rather have Aaron Jones than Josh Jacobs?
I wanted both, man. I was so happy. I thought we were going to get Aaron Jones back, Josh Jacobs. Oh my goodness, I was ready for Madden. I was so happy. Then the news break up, Packers have released Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Then you got the news that I would, you know, what I mean, people would have died for $6 million, even $1 million. They will sign a contract.
Yep.
Understand? I understand you like to have your houses. You know, you take care of your family, medical bills, cars, chains, Sabero hats, and stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love Aaron Jones as a human being. That's why I want him on the Packers. He was a great talent. But you got to move on. Sometimes it's time to move on.
So you know what I would do as a play caller?
What's that?
Or needs to look at these colleges. Look at what
Okay.
what. Oh, you don't watch college football. Let's
Well,
just
I do a little bit. I know what you're talking about.
but like like you know how Georgia utilized Brock Bowers, had him in the backfield, had him at receiver, had him a tight end slot. You know, I wanted to see them use Musgrave like that. You know, Musgrave can motion, Musgrave can run routes, Musgrave can go in the backfield. You know, try him everywhere. All right, try Christian Watson everywhere. Like mix match. Like try to get Christian Watson to play against a Meek Robinson again, like off the Raiders. Next time he would know to go up with that ball.
Okay.
Tell them mismatch. Don't just have okay. You know, I'm gonna motion you. You know, I don't want to use Jaden Reed as a Debo Samuel, but use it. Use him.
Yeah. So you want them to get creative and take uh, take some inspiration what they do in with the college game.
Cause I heard you heard about the president and CEO, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We got him from the son of somebody, and he worked and he was with the Niners.
But
Hey,
his father was the president of the Niners.
is that hey? You see your father do what he do with the Niners? Hey, brings to Green Bay. Hey, we looking like hey, we got the Niners coach, we got the son of a Niners president. Man, hey, recruit. Hey, hey, make this a Green Bay Niners. Everybody, I understand, but we are chasing to be the Niners right now in the NFC. Everybody chasing to be the Chiefs. We're chasing to be the Niners. I mean, Niners getting old, but when you got Kyle Shanahan back there, man, when you got Lynch as a GM, man, that's a hell of a thing. I want to be built like the Niners. Like I tell how for the future. I tell everybody that I want to be built like the Niners, just younger, just a younger.
So you think they're built better than we are?
They front seven, they front four. That's a hell of a ride. But see, they lost Armstead, so like you know. But Drake
They,
Jackson good. I want I,
yeah,
I want Quay Walker and Cooper to be the Fred Warner and Greenlaw. We got better corners than them. We got a better safety. Safety better. But our main focus is the front. Can Kenny Clark do what he do? Can Gary, you know, finally have a 20 sack season? Can Kenny Clark have 11 sack season? Can Devontae Wyatt have a 10 sack season? Can Luke Finesse have at least 8, 9 sacks? Can Carl Brooks, 6? Can our can the rotation have at least 5 or 6 people? Can we disrupt? Can we do more stunts?
I
Can we
think we can.
can we do Superman have the linebackers crisscross, send Quay Walker down and send Cooper on a loop on the edge. Put Quay Walker on the edge, Cooper on the edge, Cooper in the back.
Sure, we can do those type of things. I wouldn't expect them to do a lot of that to start the year, but as they become more and more familiar with this defense, Hafley can get real creative with it.
Drop. I don't care what anybody say. Drop Devontae Wyatt ass in coverage. He's quick enough. Drop the. I mean, I'm not saying like put Quay Walker and Cooper for they can drop back. Don't put Christian Smith and Gary to drop back. Like if you're gonna come out with a package, you're gonna have get your most destructive players. If it's gonna be okay, if it's gonna if it's gonna be Gary, Kenny, Wyatt, LVN, or Christian Smith, okay. So you can run a four, a single high, man up, and have your two linebackers double edge.
Hmm.
Let them drop the edge. Let them go rush and attack. You know what I'm saying? Like basically have two defenders on each side.
Yeah.
And then you have one linebacker in the middle. Hooper can be in the middle. Wilson can be in the middle. McDuffie can be in the middle. Chris Wish can be in the middle.
Well, I'll tell you what, Taylor, I hope they don't have to resort to any of those types of things. With this new defense, hey, we're going to have more linebackers on the field. We're going to
Exactly.
have Coopers and Hopper and
But
Quay. Those are the type of dudes who can drop in coverage with their speed and agility.
this what I'm saying. Basically,
Exactly.
you have Quay playing as like an edge closer to Gary, and you
Yep.
have Cooper on the edge close to LVN. So
Okay.
Purdy gonna call out. Purdy gonna be like, "Oh, I got two blitzers." So one can come and one can drop back, or both can come. That doesn't turn out to be good. Or you can do both can come, and the middle linebacker can sit there and QB slide. They both can drop back in the middle linebacker shoot the gap. You can do
Oh, I like that.
look. This is what you can do. You can twist the stunts, right? You can have twisted stunts and have Quay Walker and Cooper come off the edge and have Hooper drop back in coverage.
Yeah.
This guy's looks. Or you can have one, or you can have Quay Walker, or you can have Quay Walker out there, Cooper at edge. No, you can have two safeties, one linebacker, two linebackers, and have three linebackers, and Cooper can just circle all the way around toward the edge, do what he do, dip whatever he do, work on his pass rush move, or you can have four four players in the front, three linebackers that can do a mix. Quay Walker and Cooper, they can do stunts, and you can have Hooper come down the middle and have Devontae Wyatt drop back.
Okay.
It's a lot you can do with this defense.
I agree, and I can tell you've always really been an advocate for stunts and those types of things. As like you like to say, the loop de loops, you
Man,
know.
you got you got Kenny Clark, Carl Brooks. Kenny Clark Brooks go block down, well, goes down. Clark can hit a loop, and you can send Quay Walker right behind Kenny Clark. That's
Yeah,
two dudes going through one hole. What you gonna do?
I like it.
And then you have Cooper. Cooper and McDuffie just sitting there waiting. And then you got Gary coming off the edge and LVN coming off the edge.
So is LVN going to play a lot of edge? Do you think
I think
he's
Chris.
going to?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Preston Smith.
Yeah, is
Even
LVN?
even he can come out the edge. Either one.
Yeah,
But you have
but
to
is
disrupt the climate. If you just sit there and say, okay, if have you just sit here and say, okay, I just want you to beat your man and play standard. Purdy gonna look at that and call it out. He gonna immediately see that. But if you hit him with a stunt and have Devontae Wyatt drop back and you send Quay Walker on blitz, they never know what's coming. They never know what blitz they gonna call. Or you can send Nixon on the blitz and have the safety pick up the slot.
mm-hmm,
So you got this different formations because you have the quick guys, the guys that's quick. Now we can be able to compete with Lamar Jackson's, compete with the mobile because you have guys that plays that do that's mobile. Bullard is fast, Cooper is fast, Devontae Wyatt is fast, LVN is fast, Sean Gary fast, Jair fast, Stokes fast, CVN decent speed, Xavier McKinney decent speed. Let's not talk about Kennington, Odapo, Evan
mm-hmm,
Williams, Anthony
mm-hmm.
Johnson Jr.
I think you really love our defense, don't you?
I do, but I just hope Hafley, this guy, don't be like Joe Barry and make it simple for all the offense got to do is read the corners and tell the receiver what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes play press man, sometimes play man zone, sometimes play let the QB, let the cornerback play mirror man. You know what that is?
Yeah.
When you don't touch him, you just follow him. You don't jam him, nothing, just mirror him. When he gets the ball, knock the ball out. You know, throw different coverages at him. Don't sit here and play 20 yards off the ball. If I see that one time, I'm like, Happy, what are you doing?
Okay.
These guys want to play man zone. You know, they want to play that. But the most important thing, I say, what's up, Milto? The most important thing is, Happy, please have your eyes on the quarterback and ready to tackle. Please. I cannot see another season where this run defense is horrendous. And I can't
Yes.
have another season tackling is still an issue. I can't. Can't deal with it. You're a DC and you a defensive back coach. Campanile. Whatever our guys is. Have this team rally to the ball. I should see all 11 guys rallying to the ball. All
Yeah.
11. Not just one guy. Not just two guys. I should see 5 or 6 guys at one guy rally to the ball. I should not just see McKinley run to the ball by himself. I should see Bullard. I should see Devontae Wyatt. Gary, LVN, Quay Walker, Cooper, all the other guys. Hit the out of somebody. I don't care if you put Trent Williams on his butt. Hit somebody out there.
Yeah. I think the type of players we've been collecting, they tend to be a bit more aggressive and sure tacklers. Actually, you pointed out in the draft that Cooper had great instincts, and as a linebacker, the one thing he had to do was wrap up. He needed to get his tackling better.
Exactly.
Um,
Well, he, he likes to he likes to lay the hammer on you. But
yeah, yeah,
he likes to hit. He don't like to wrap up. He likes to hit and I, you know what Hafley needs to do? Let me tell you this. Hafley needs to look at guys like Bobby Wagner, Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu. Look how these guys tackle. I mean, not to hit because if you hit somebody now, it's illegal. That's 50 yards. Look how they wrap up and tackle. Wrap
yeah.
and wrap up and gator roll. Like you wrap up and do the gator. Roll over.
That's right.
You ain't
And
got
Milto,
you ain't
Milto
got
would
to make
know something about that living in Florida. He knows all about how gators roll.
like
So,
you shouldn't you shouldn't I don't wanna see nobody I don't wanna see nobody body slamming and doing WWE. This not WWE. This is football. You rap,
that's right.
tackle, that's it. Don't have intentions to hurt nobody. Play
Well,
physical.
well, not to mention that anytime you're trying to lay the hammer on someone, dudes in the NFL are just going to bounce right off you and keep going. You got to wrap up. You can bring
Exactly.
the lumber, but you have to wrap up too, or those dudes are going to get away from you.
Exactly. And now these days they quicker, smarter, and faster,
That's right.
stronger, and
That-
balanced. Like
That's
you have
right.
to wrap up a Jameer Gibbs. You have to wrap up. I don't care who it is. It could be Trent Williams. Wrap up. Learn to wrap up.
So, so let me ask you this: how in today's NFL do you teach good, sure tackling when you can't have padded practices and these other types of practices like we used to in the old days?
How about this? How do the Niners tackle instead make it?
I don't know. There's an argument to say you kind of need to draft dudes coming right out
That's
of college who know how to tackle.
exactly.
All
Now
right,
exactly. That's what they did. But the only problem, tackle. It don't have to be the sexiest play. Get your man down.
yeah,
So you try to do the sexiest thing, they get paid to break tackles.
that's right,
Wrap up and roll over. Don't sit here and wrap up, pick the man up and slam him. That's 15 yards and retarded. Wrap up,
that's right,
tackle. Put your man on the floor. Long as the knees hit the ground, ball is down. The ball is down.
that's right,
You don't have to do the extras. You don't have to kick the man when he's down. You don't have to put your weight on the man to get up. Roll over. I want to see less penalties. I want to see less penalties this year. I don't want to see really no penalties. If it's some petty penalties, it's different. But if it's something that you already know and you already been fined for and you do it again, if I'm at the floor, I'm sitting you down because you're costing us a game.
that's how you'd handle it. Yeah.
Because
Well, I agree with you. You got to get sure tacklers, and as a one way or another, you got to make sure that these dudes not only tackle and wrap up, but as you mentioned, that they gang tackle everyone to the ball. You want to see 4 or 5 guys around the ball anytime, right?
Right. Now, one more thing before we get out of here. Rich Pistachio, bro. You was a special team slash assistant coach. We're paying you the bag. If I see one more special teams blowing coverage, can't tackle, you're gone. You're gone, dude. We didn't pay you all this money to sit here, and we could have kept what's his name, Drayton. What's his name? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know he was still our coach. I thought we got the best special teams coach in the league.
we got one of
Don't
the
look like
top.
it. It don't look like it. If we don't get Carl Anderson ready to go to kick them down field goals, if we go if it's a close game and we have to rely on special teams, and if it's horrible again, Matt LaFleur is gonna fire you. Cause he gonna be like, my offense is tired, my defense is tired. You guys is fresh. You don't get on the field like that. Now if Jordan Love gotta keep having the ball in his hand, trying to make a play, because you can't trust his freaking kicker, that's a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to be like the Ravens. Justin Tucker. You don't have to stress because you know he's going to make it. I want a Butler from the Chiefs. Even Eric Reed, even the safety from the Chiefs made more field goals than Carl Anderson, whatever his name is.
Anders Carlson.
Can we get Daniel Carson, please?
His
Can
brother?
brother?
His brother?
I mean, I remember he missed 3 field goals playing against us, but the man's a
Yeah,
pro. The man,
now he is.
can you
So
do that?
do he had a rough year. Can he get it done?
Can you
That's the
hit from a,
question.
Can you hit from multiple 50 yarders, 60 yard, 50 yard, 50, at least 55 with no problem? You 6'5" with a long leg, full of power. We picked you up in the 5th round early for a reason. Rich, I do not want to have special team problems. Every playoff game, special teams is a problem. Even if the offense be on point, the defense be on point. Special teams. We cannot have guys running 40, 30, 40, 50 yards, a freaking punt, a kick return. 50 yards, half the distance to the goal line, half the field. We cannot have special teams outplaying. We can't have the special teams doing so well. Then back to earth.
Yeah.
Said, I didn't know Drayton was still on our coach. I thought we released him. I thought we got the best special teams
Is
coach.
he on our staff? Is
No,
he still on the staff?
the staff with the Raiders, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we block? Can we get a good snapper? Orzik, Matt Orzik. We paid you the bag. And you was terrible last year. Why you so good with the Rams? But come to Green Bay, oh, they ain't the Rams, so. Can we get a competent long snapper? Anderson Carson, because I'm not really mad at Anderson Carson because a lot of those snaps and holds were bad. Wheeling, can
Mm.
we get a better hold from you? You are an amazing punter, but can we get a better can we get a better snap from the long snapper and a better hold? So many kicks went
That's right.
right, wide left. He makes everything on the right, not everything, but he makes everything in the middle, but left, go wide left.
Yep.
Fix it, cause it's gonna be a cold Lambo when you gotta kick that thing when it's snow, rain. Are you ready for that?
That's right. There's a lot to be determined with that. Hey, my family just came outside. They all say, "Hi, Taylor. We hope you're doing good."
Tell them I said hi to.
I
And
will. I will. So we have a lot to talk about in the next month when training camp starts. Let's do this frequently, like once a week
I'm
or
gonna drop.
something.
I might drop today.
Okay.
So be on the lookout. Content is coming.
Yeah. Definitely be on the lookout for anything Packers Kingdom does. He puts a lot of passion and love into it, and I support him 100 and 1,000%.
Yeah, I
So,
might drop the Christian Watson one,
okay,
or I might drop the. Oh, I still need the Tucker Craft and Musgrave uh
a thumbnail. What do you
yeah,
want it to say, dude?
the same thing, Redemption.
Oh, redemption. Okay,
And then I'm gonna get both of them separate, and then I want one with them as a duo. And then
okay,
I do individuals. Then I'm gonna start doing duels and trios. It's gonna be a lot of
okay.
content. It's gonna be a lot of content coming out. You know.
Yeah, you gotta download that app. You can make thumbnails real easy, buddy.
All right.
Adobe Express. Look into it.
All right. All right. I see. I'll catch you on the rebound.
All right, pal. You have a great night.
All right.
Later.